What is up, YouTube? It's Jacob coming at you with week 11, day 1. The week I've been waiting for the whole program. Because this is the real start of where we get to see where we're actually sitting. And I know they say this every time I squat, but this was the best session of squats. Also probably the hardest fatigue-wise. But we hit not one, but 2 PRs, which is stinking ridiculous. So working up to a top single RP, 8 to 9. So I had a guesstimate of where I wanted to be. I was thinking about, going 425, maybe to play it safe to judge off. So if it was really that easy, I could go up, which is what ended up happening. And as for warm-ups, I put my knee sleeves on at 315, and then I put my belt on at 365, and everything was just feeling locked in today. Like, squat just felt great. This lift, my right knee caved in because I went a little wide, but other than that, that was the only hiccup today. Then finally going up to 405, our last major warm-up. And it's crazy that I could say it's a warm-up because 405 genuinely does not feel that hard anymore. Like, it's not easy. Like, I wouldn't say it's baby weight, but I think 405 is a number I can hit any day I squat now, which is awesome. Which is crazy. Like, you can see the smile on my face, just not even like feeling like this is real. But here goes our first attempt, 425, and this is a 10-pound PR. So watch how crazy it is how fast this moved for a 10-pound PR. Ridiculous. It's actually crazy. I did not feel like a PR. It moved way too smooth. So I ended up loading 435 on the bar, and I think 425 might have had a little fatigue factor with this, but we still got this up pretty smoothly, I would say. Still had a little bit in the tank, which is what we wanted, and got another 10-pound PR for a total of 20-pound PR on the day. Now, even though this is a good day, we still got to learn from it. I noticed still that my major problem is bracing out of the hole, which I do a very good job of bracing into it. But you see how I get a little butt wink going through? Part of it is the speed I descend and try to explode off the ground, but also part of it's bracing and lower back strength, which is 2 things we're going to need to work on going forward with our squats. And then the cue that also has been super helpful has been trying to keep my knees out, like kick them over my toes. Still not perfect yet, but we are getting 100 times better than where we started. And as for our back offs, earlier we hit that 400-pound single for a back off, and then we have a 4x2 at 375 here. So when I talk about how this was the hardest, it wasn't hardest because there were so many sets and so many high reps, but we go 425's a PR, 435's a PR, 400 back off after those reps. 405 warm-up set, even though it's easy, does not mean it's not taxing. Then we get into these sets, and I was feeling them. But the thing is, I know why I'm happy I do these is because these are what's going to be improving. Honestly, the back off sets like this might have a better impact on how my squat improves rather than just the 1-rep max. The 1-rep max, wasn't a max, but the new PR with the heavy single, that was technique, that was getting used to weight on my back. That stuff now is what we're really working on. So getting into Larson press, also fantastic day for bench, which I didn't want to go too crazy because tomorrow, or today when I'm recording this, tomorrow for you guys, I will be doing a 1-rep single on bench press. And Larson just felt locked in. And I think it's a factor of we're getting better. Our technique's getting a lot more locked in. But we were supposed to do around an 8 RPE. And I think 8 to 9, maybe 8.5. I think it was 8.5. But worked up for 8.5 or 4. And it came off almost as like a 7 feeling. We end up doing 225 here, get a lift off. And it just felt smooth. Speed might not have been the best for what we wanted to, but the ease of each rep felt so good. It just felt so good, which is ridiculous. And each pause was locked, which I'm really trying to get these pauses on these heavier sets. because I really want to make sure that I'm locked in for when I'm doing my singles for bench, because it's probably the hardest lift to lock down because there's so many more commands and because it's so hard to keep tight at the bottom of the lift. As per usual for a Larson press, we backed off with 3x6 here with 195 pounds, and I feel like these back offs are usually a little tougher just because it's more reps out of all the benches that I do, but definitely, again, feel an improvement, really trying to lock in that upper body, really feeling the pause, trying to feel explosive. And another thing I've been trying to think of cue-wise with my hand is almost punching the air so I can keep my wrists more straight and trying to get the bar deeper into my grip, just so I'm not really bending my hands back as much as I normally would. Because when I started lifting, I didn't use straps. But now that I am, I need to, take advantage, keep my wrist straight, and push through the bar rather than push through the bar, which that'll allow me to be more explosive and keep tight at the bottom of my lift. Overall though, fantastic way to start the workout. I am so happy, and make sure to hit a like if you really enjoyed this video, subscribe, check out other videos in this series, use code JHilly for 10% off at Get Raw Nutrition, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of this week. We got singles for everything, and then the week we've been waiting for, maxing out week. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.